Here you go. Take it.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Die! Go!
And with you?
Quick! Quick!
Greetings, sir.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this.
The dew is still on the leaves. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be in any case. Heavens, hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly. Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Flame? Aesop? Got it all.
Good.
Come on, then. Get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep. There. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Unfortunately, she does. Crazel ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinnek to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. And when they had a chance to loiter about in the yards here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Ay, ay, ay. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on, come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
I can't see a thing through those bushes.
You'll go and have a close look. Don't worry. I have a trap set inside the cottage. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Come here!
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Haven't you and your lackeys stolen enough already?
What do you mean already? What lackeys? I've no idea what you're on about, fella.
Two stinking bastards.
Hey,
I want to talk to you!
over here.
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe...
You want to
Get
keep
this
going
right.
or not?
Maybe it was the one with that shape.
Not much left for us to...
Hopefully our luck will hold out. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on. Here we go, Walter. Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favour for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried... I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop 'em up and haul 'em off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
And then Satan himself appeared in the sky. It happens all the time.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right. I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Been bothering the Nabokov folks too. That'll all be over
Free!
today.
God reward you for it.
God don't reward me much, but I'll probably get something from the bailiff for hauling.
Well, I wish you and your helper lots of luck today. May God bless you.
You too. You too.
I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
Where are we going to find 2 new pigs? More money out the window.
So, what do you think, Dragonfly? How's he doing? Do you want to keep going or not?
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream. I'm too far from Ignatius. I should get back so he doesn't leave without me. It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the... No wonder the pigs caught...
Well, what do you know? I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your...
I took care of the carcasses.
Nice work. There's even...
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there, God knows how...
but nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't... Let's keep going. Lads, seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far, it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Oh, ever since I started working for the miller, all I do is carry bloody sacks. I must have carried more than they could fill in skallets in a day.
It can always be worse. Someone might ask you to roll barrels. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Yeah! Yeah! Lazy bones. Lazy bones.
Greetings. Oh, you gooch.
Sacra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Here! Barking. He's coming from over there. Come here.
Where'd you come from?
Bonnie?
What are you doing here?
Now, first, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that horse and master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik. He doesn't give him food. He abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horse and...
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that. If you want to take him...
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet...
Hurry off now, before someone sees...
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
It's
Taken care of?
The dog is dead.
Dead, eh?
Ignatius.
What are you?
I've had plenty of experience with using disguises to pass unknown, and I can tell when someone else is using one. I knew right away it wasn't a dog.
A man?
Yeah, some thieves are very inventive. Those thieves from Lower Semine have nothing on this bloke. Imagine living at Vaysar's like a dog, and no one ever noticed a thing. They thought he was ripping throats out of hens and animals, but what he was really doing was lining his pockets with impunity in a dog hide. He still has a greasy mouth even now.
He must have been pretty tough.
Aye. Hardly up to my waist. But he more than made up for it in cheek.
What a sneaky swine. I hope you gave...
Oh, aye. He got a thorough hiding. He won't be showing up here.
Good. A job well done, then. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
I was expecting some huge hole in the ground. This is just some hollow. 3 piles of earth and that's it.
3 huge piles, you mean to say? True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb... And soon they'll find out there's no place to find salt.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing...
Settle down in Troskowitz. Build... No thanks. Not for any...
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need... Either with me or...
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage,
Of course. But in return, you have to help. So there's some more salt people. This horse must have cost a pretty gross.
Heal.
Do I know you? Where did that come from? Fuck! I'll kill you! Please! I'll rip your arse open! Christ! These cramps are horrible.
And at the dawn of the seventh day, a ride...
what did you say? What steed?
Oh, nothing. I was just thanking you. If it weren't for you... So valiant and yet so modest.
Worthy of...
The rare opportunity I'm about... I purvey wares from the most mysterious ends of the earth. All this could be yours. And for you, my hero, at a bar...
I think I'll...
Good afternoon.
Ah,
And what?
I'd like a pretty girl.
Don't worry.
I can't wait.
Excellent.
I'll gladly...
Wonderful. You don't see stamina like that every day. See you next time, warrior.
God bless you, sir.
I found the place. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, only it's not a pit. It's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff?
Yeah. Ugh. I think the experience...
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace. I was hoping it'd be closer to go. If I send 2 wagons, it'll...
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus.
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest, and certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhat.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't...
Not for now.
What about all the niter?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much.
So the search for saltpeter was for...
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter, the origin, chaos.
God.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one to penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we...
Hey?
I'll explain it to you.
After tasting saltpeter, I think I'll take a break.
As you wish, but don't take too long. We need to continue the work. Excuse me.
Sit. Stay.
Hey! You've no business here! Are you looking to steal something? Do you want me to go for the guards? Apologize and pay up right now.
Greetings, my friend.
What's the next?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the... Do you hear it too?
No.
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and it...
The document of her...
No, a book. And from an author more venerable, it's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But you might say it's kind of an alchemical...
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in.
For some, the gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. Start getting ready. I see you've already got ad charisma tuendum.
So you'll really get me into that wedding?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. Or, to be more exact, me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant.
It'll be some female.
Correct. But a true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as all will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weak... All the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and noble or not. He's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes... Soon, he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his... Naturally, he'll say you won't leave her side, so you can defend her on. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And
I can hardly believe that you have all...
well, it's not... I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more... First, we have to find our gracious lady.
What?
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talk.
So some bath...
Aye. You can find lots of capable girls at the Jelly-Off baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant.
Well, the last time I dealt with her getting your disguise washed, she was quite delightful.
You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage.
All right.
Heck, you're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete... And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress. And some long mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find...
Where do you think? The butcher's? Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean...
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the...
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice... Or get hold of the recipe and make your own mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be good.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet there. I'll let our lady in on some other details of... Anyway, you'll be...